My child, the universe has sent warnings of potential danger and deception that lie ahead if due vigilance is not employed. Remain alert and watchful for signs that all is not as it seems. The universe seeks to alert you to hidden threats before damage is done or seeds of distrust and confusion irreparably sown. There are secrets being kept and matters unfolding in the shadows that directly impact your life and happiness. A third party has insinuated themselves into your personal affairs and relationships, spreading misinformation and manipulating the truth through cunning deceit. This interloper seeks to undermine your standing and ruin your reputation through whispers and innuendo not easily countered once lies take flight. Your loved one has been caught in this web of deceit, unable to determine truth from fiction while subjected to constant pressure and persuasion from this dishonest source. Their allegiance and affections have been subtly turned against you through fabricated tales and false portrayals of events. For months this campaign of slander and estrangement has been conducted just out of sight, building in intensity and threat. The time has come to take action under guidance and direction of the universe to reclaim what has been stolen and restore right understanding between you before irreparable damage is done. The universe will cause scales to fall from deceived eyes, allowing the light of truth to penetrate the darkness of confusion and illusion woven with devilish skill. Manipulative schemes will fail and the deceiver's true motives and malevolence will stand revealed. You remain under the vigilant care and protection of the universe. Stolen joy will be restored and relationships mended as deception and distrust give way to honesty and revelation. All that has remained hidden will be brought to light and set right. Misunderstandings will be resolved in truth's unvarnished clarity. The slander and ruthlessness of your adversary will be defeated, their power to trouble you no more. Happiness, warmth and unity will return in full measure once the enemy has been routed and their vain imaginings brought to dust. Prepare to receive back into your life one who was beloved and lost a while through forces that conspired in secret to divide and conquer undefended hearts. The universe brings rescue and reclamation. Bid farewell to scarcity and lack. Abundance shall overflow. Stand strong in faith and doubt not. The universe has directed the full force of its blessings and resources to champion your cause and bring to fruition its abundant purposes for good in your life beyond all obstacles and opposing wills. Claim victory. Anticipate reunion and the downfall of all that dared arise against you. The universe dispatches its armies on your behalf. None can prevail against protectors such as these manning the ramparts of your soul. Have patience yet a little while. Confusion must give way. Deception cannot stand where truth appears to sweep its cancerous spread aside that health may be restored. The universe has spoken. It shall be done. Hold fast your confidence through darkest night. Day dawns and with it restoration and renewal of life's dearest blessings for a season lost to trial. The enemy departs in ruin and defeat. Each misbegotten scheme will be met and matched by wisdom infinite, eternal providence unbound. Kind heaven attends your sorrows and has numbered each tear, providing comfort and defense when most you stand in need. The universe awake. Type, "Thank you God," and share this video to 10 people who needs to watch this. Your time is coming. And you can feel it. So many blessings are nearby. Keep believing. Keep praying. And watch your life change for the better. Watch this video until the end to receive God's blessings. If you need this, please like this video. God says, "Why do you fear, O child of little faith? Have not ears heard or your eyes seen through the years made perfect in surrender and obedience, the shield and strong defense hedging about your path? You walk surrounded by chariots and horses of fire made visible for eyes anointed clear to see how vast the host attending your life's pilgrimage with care. Your steps cannot be hidden from guides immortal and watchers constantly vigilant. Before danger confronts or enemy arises, I lift a standard against powers of darkness dealing in stealth and hidden snares to overthrow unwary feet. You dwell within an armor impregnable as love eternal, borne up and guarded well on every side so none may break in or steal the treasure now possessed, an earthen vessel briefly to abide. Fear not, my child. You never were alone. Forever in me heart and hand secure. Type, "Jesus is love." Subscribe to channel and help us to reach 10,000 divine subscribers. God says, "The light of lights cannot be hidden long where darkness reigns and ignorance holds sway, conferring captivity its prize. The light reveals, makes blind eyes see, unveiling truth eternal none may comprehend except through tutelage of Him who liberates and whose teachings free the bound from errors otherwise inscrutable and past belief. My light illuminates the way, dispelling shadows dense to guide uncertain feet toward a country vast and open as the day. Who follows close acquires clear sight and walks no more in blindness but proceeds from revelation unto dawn perpetual. Come, learn of me the truth that knowing sets at liberty and ceaseless leads from glory unto glory's increase, with each step taken in submission to instruction now revealed and following wisdom's thread out of confusion into light celestial here and sheer dimension of eternity, progressively unfolding lamps to guide the traveler home, proceeding toward zenith eternal and wisdom absolute made manifest in lives that sharing become its living cargo blast. Type, God is with me. God says, turbulence within and restless outward din conspire to drown subtleties of that voiceless tongue in which I speak through silence of the thrumming spheres moving harmonious at my thought's behest. Words uttered than the cosmic breath of stars bend closer low that you may hear the still small voice in quietude of listening hearts attent. Their guidance comes in teaching pure distilled to meet the need of each attentive child now gathered close to hear my heart and know the way appointed for their feet. Be still. Let silence have its perfect work till tumults fade and restless wanderings cease, bringing you captive to devotion's place and meek obedience receiving all direction for the path ahead. Here wisdom whispered calms anxieties. directs uncertain steps and leads where I stand waiting your approach to go before you into Galilee. Be still. The voice eternal speaks. Arise. Respond and follow where it leads. Type 333. If you believe. God says. A new day dawns, and with it windows opening on vistas vast of opportunity, unlimited for those alert with lamps trimmed bright enduring till the dawn. Eyes open see what sluggards miss, and seizing make the prize now waiting theirs through gates standing ajar for hearts prepared and lives equipped to serve. Mind will now comprehend and hands equipped for harvesting awaiting in fields of white anticipating workers fit to reap. What soon must perish were none ready. Watchful. Willing when the call comes clear. Consider what you see with vision now unclouded. I impart to view rich possibilities of service and advancement of my cause through you as faithful steward of this trust. Possess your heart and mind in readiness. Much light is shed and guidance granted those intent and listening for call to next endeavor and unfolding of my purposes made known step by step and phase by phase to lives in tune with rhythms of unfolding day following night's recession sure. Opportunity allowed knocks. Open heart and mind receive instruction whereunto I guide your willing feet for service unto me in days at hand. Type, I love you God. God says. Cease your troubled thoughts and vain alarms. The peace bequeathed is legacy eternal none may take or mar save through your own distrust and failure to avail of blessings left unasked. Imply. Received by hearts and minds at rest relinquishing turmoil and anxious care to one able to sustain secure through darkest night or fiercest storm assailing feeble barks, boats, on time's unstable sea. My peace transcends all understanding human and remains though heavens fall and kingdoms perish into dust for lack of cornerstone abiding. High cast away your birthright rich and treasured store on trifles failing though global systems fail when held. In confidence unshakable in word of him whose promises are sure beyond all human reckoning or measure framed. No circumstance has power to make afraid or dim the inner light of souls at peace and consciously anchored in the changeless heart of love unending. Vast as the eternal day that has no night. Type 555 if you believe. God says. See you not and hear with understanding now unsealed how former things pass away yielding place to new creation. In your midst arising. Life springs forth continually where least expected by minds dwelling on outworn ideals or glories faded into myth for lack of vision clearing obscuring mists from eyes accustomed overlong to shadows and the night. Streams flow in desert hearts and crooked ways lead into pastures verdant with eternal springs to fill and satisfy long barren ground with overflowing tides of life abundant and progression constant through renewal. Sure. Do not cling to ways grown comfortable through long use or chain your chariot to stars and systems crumbling into night. Ride on the crest advancing dawn holds forth for your embarking into wider spheres of service and enjoyment still reserved for souls accepting challenge of today refusing to regret what might have been or mourn the irrelevancy of yesterday. I open avenues where none were seen before. Journey forth with me into your future. fair. Its wonders shall unfold as you pursue the path I open new with every dawn. Type 777 if you believe. God says. Patience sees the miracle and trust receives when answers long withheld descend to meet the need of souls that wrestled through dark hours of seeming silence. Unbelief alone imposes nightly on the hopeful heart awaiting dawn. Your prayers are incense fragrant and remembrance sweet, ascending with acceptance into realms where faith prepares the gift and waits your readiness to take and use for purposes designed in wisdom and beneficence alike. Cease longing vain for what will be supplied when least expected and needed most, though patience be consumed in final hour and not remain, but trust that even yet prevails. Watch higher heaven. Signs declare my full assent. Prepare for bounty pressed down and running over, all you ask or think displayed when patience yields her perfect work and faith prevails, rewarded openly at last. Be still. The hour approaches swift for answered prayer. Receive instructions in that hour to use my gifts aright, that bliss to give that still transcends mere taking to yourself alone. My blessing comes. Go forth and share. Type 999 if you believe. God says. Each life is beset at times with burdens weighing down the pilgrim heart and limbs now wearied by the rough way that must be trod. None escapes some portion of the common lot in human journey through this vale of tears and travail unremitting. Yet relief stands waiting for the asking heart, ready to unload its freight of care and grief in presence of the sympathetic one acquainted well with grief and sorrow's bitter cup. My yoke is easy and my burden light. Rest awaits your coming. Doesn't require or labor vain for acquisitions fleeting or ambitions crowned with sorrow's wreath in end. Learn wisdom's secret in exchange of burdens self-imposed for that sweet service whispered to obedient hearts submissive to lead willing feet into green pastures and beside still waters where restoration comes for souls oppressed. Cease struggling on in vain self-sufficiency. Admit your need and come up higher where rest remains for people blessed and wearied hearts made strong. Type 1111 if you believe. God says. Why dwell on things now past beyond recall, or muse on days departed into night when dawn's fair prospects call for present diligence? Hope's wide display and urgency of high endeavor here. The past is gone and gone its opportunities for harvest rich in fields of yesterday where workers loitered or commenced too late their labors, leaving fruitage fair to rot for lack of timely reaping in due season. Yet another harvest waits with riches more abundant still than former days if you but lift your eyes to see fields white already in daily ripening under quickening suns of this fair morning breaking stale and brief night. Awake! The night is gone. Day calls to service high and harvest precious. But of time most brief. What your hands find to do, do with all your might. The wise will understand and gather fruit before the fading light. Let morning thoughts be forward turned to prospects new awaiting your well-timed approach. The past is done. My present blessing now unfolds. Arise. Respond and share. Subscribe to channel if you believe in Lord Jesus.